All right, so now that we've done a little bit of review for our fractions and a little bit of arithmetic, now on to solving equations and formulas. You'll notice that in part 2 and in part 3, there's an equal sign in every single one of these. So we're no longer dealing with expressions, we're dealing with equations. And the biggest thing that we do with equations is we solve them, all right? Also leading into this, the type of equations we're solving, they are called linear equations or even linear formulas. And that's because of the fact that if you looked at the variable in each piece, the variable or variables, right, are all risen to the first power. All right, so we're basically talking about linear equations. And then another item up for bid in order to learn how to solve equations. There's a lot of different names for it, but over the years, I've just called it the good old fashioned golden rule. It's an easy thing to remember. In terms of people, we treat others the way that we want to be treated. In terms of algebra, what we do to one side of the equation, we do the exact same thing to the other. This is what we call balance. As a matter of fact, that's what algebra means, is balance. So the golden rule is whatever you do to one side, you do the other. And when we're solving an equation or solving a formula, we're usually trying to get the variable we're trying to solve for by itself. So our end result is to have something like x equals some number. All right, so that's our end goal. So what we're going to do is continue to use the golden rule to accomplish that fact. So since we usually get the x's over to the left-hand side, right, this 3x is already someplace I want it to be, but the negative 5x over here, right, I don't want it over there. So I undo or reverse the subtraction of 5x by adding 5x. Golden rule says that if I'm going to add 5x to that side, I've got to also add 5x to the left-hand side. While we do that, we could also be adding 11, right? So add 11 to both sides. This is going to create a new equation, 3x and 5x gives us 8x. The 11's cancel out, the 5x's cancel out, and 13 plus 11 gives us 24. So you can already begin to see that by that one round of golden rule action, we're starting to get that x by its lonesome. One more round of golden rule, if we divide both sides by 8, right, we end up with the fact that x is equal to 3 as our solution. All right, so there we have it. One other item that we can do is we can actually check our work. The idea here is that if we replace all my x's in the original equation with 3, we get a true statement. All right, so let me go ahead and just for this one example, do that. So let's replace, we have 3 times 3 minus 11. And on the other side, we have 13 minus 5 times 3. So over here, we get 9 minus 11. On the other side, we get 3 minus 15. And lo and behold, we know that that's the solution because we get the true statement, negative 2 equals negative 2. So that is how we solve a linear equation. Letter B gets a little bit tougher because there's more going on. We're not ready just to start adding and subtracting things because on this side there's a distribution, on this side there's a subtraction, which lends itself to distribution. So the other item up, as we play the golden rule, before we do that, we actually might want to spend some time simplifying both sides as much as possible. So over here, when I distribute, I get 3x minus 6. When I distribute that minus sign, we get negative 4x minus 6. Combining like terms, we end up with 3x minus 6 equals x minus 6. So we basically have simplified both sides of the equation as much as possible. And now we're kind of like letter A over here. We're ready to play the golden rule. I'll start that by subtracting x from both sides. And while I'm doing that, I could also be adding 6. So the 6's cancel out, and our new equation, 3x take away x, is a 2x. And the x's cancel out, the 6's cancel out, and we're left with 0. And one last application of the golden rule, if I now take the time to divide both sides by 2, we get the solution x equals 0. All right, again, to save time, the idea is if I replace all these x's with 0, I'll get a nice true statement like I did over there. But I'm not going to do it in this case because I just want to keep pounding away and solving equations. All right, so simplify and then play your golden rule. Letter C, very complicated, right? Many students look at that, see all the fractions, and they roll their eyes. But I'm going to give you a little trick, right? We're going to simplify this by clearing the fraction. We do that by finding the LCD. So what number does 3 go into, does 6 divide into, does 2 divide into, and 4 divide into? And if you think about it real hard, that number is 12. 3, 6, 2, and 4 all divide up into 12. That's our LCD. So I'm going to play the golden rule here because the golden rule says I can do whatever I want to both sides of the equation. As long as I do it to both sides, mathematically, I am in balance. So I'm going to take the time to multiply both sides by 12. I rewrote it as 12 over 1 since we're going to be working with fractions. We now have a distribution to perform on both sides. So when I do that, right, multiplying fractions, we end up with 24 over 3. We end up with 12 over 6, 12 over 2, don't forget your x's, and 12 times 3 is 36 over 4. And because we use the LCD, notice that all these fractions now simplify. 24 over 3 is 8x, 12 over 6 is 2, 12 over 2 is 6x, and 36 over 4 is 9. So now we're ready to play the golden rule. Again, we have something like letter A that we started this journey with. So I'll play the golden rule. How about we subtract 6x from both sides? And when we do that, we add 2 to both sides. This now gives us a new equation. 8x and take away 6x is 2x. The 2's cancel out. The 6x's cancel out. And 9 plus 2 is 11. Playing my golden rule, divide both sides by 2. And we have our solution. All right, so x equals 11 halves is the solution to letter C. And again, the idea is if you just plug it in, they'll get true statements. But again, I want to move forward because I've got more problems to basically do. Alrighty, and to do that, moving to number 3, what's different as opposed to number 2, in the 2 problems in number 3, we have more than one variable, right? Problem A has 2 variables, and problem A has 3 variables in it. But we're going to continue, right, for the variable we're trying to solve for, which is y in both cases, we're going to simplify and play the golden rule. We basically do the same stuff that we did in number 2. So for this problem, right, I notice that my y variable, right, is we're subtracting 4y. So to start my game, I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. All right, so I'm going to get a new equation. On one side, I'm going to have negative 4y equals, now be careful here, these terms are not like. So we essentially have 3x plus 12. All right, and then to get y by itself, I'm now going to divide both sides by negative 4. And the negative divided by a negative 4 is going to give us a y. So we've got y by itself. And then on the other side, we have to be careful. There's actually 2 fractions here. One fraction is negative 3x over negative 4. Well, that'll be 3/4 x. And the other fraction is positive 12 divided by negative 4, which is a negative 3. And there, we've just solved for y. All right, that's going to be really important for lines. A lot of you might recognize that as good old y equals mx plus b, which will come later on in our review, all right, in some videos coming soon. So last but not least, letter B, we start with a fraction problem. Well, let's use our LCD trick, right? The LCD of this problem is 3. So if I multiply both sides by 3, and on this side, how about I write that as 3 over 1 to handle the fraction. So over here we have 3a. Over here the 3's cancel out, leaving us with 2x plus y. So to get y by itself, I'll play the golden rule of subtracting 2x from both sides. And then be careful, these terms are not like. So we have 3a minus 2x is equal to y. And we got y by itself. A little bit different there, it's on the right-hand side, but the goal is to get y by itself. So if you wanted to write that as y equals 3a minus 2x, you'd be fine as well. So there is your review of solving linear equations or linear formulas. We're basically playing the idea of simplifying and the golden rule to get the variable we're trying to solve by itself. All right, so that handles that. As I promised, we're going to start talking about some lines and some slope coming soon as part of our review. And one last thing I want to mention before I sign off here is the fact that if you want practice on this, you're going to hit our R2 section homework to practice solving formulas and to practice solving equations. All right, so see you in some more videos coming soon. Talk to you later.